Our workshop on electron crystallography of membrane proteins. This is the third workshop in the series. The first one was in 2006 in UC Davis, and then in 2008. The first one was organized with Ben Hankammer and me, and the second one with Tom Walz. And now we're here in Basel, and we welcome you to this third workshop in the series. We have close to 30 speakers that will come and go during the workshop. They are not here all the time, so when they are here, you should grab them during the coffee breaks. That's probably more important than the lectures themselves, and during dinner and the practicals, and chat with them. And you are 32 students from outside, plus our own people here that came to this workshop. And we were very happy about your all applications, and there were about 10 additional applications that we could not admit because we have limited space available here on the practicals. So we had the luxury to choose you, which are, most of you are fairly advanced in electron microscopy and all membrane proteins or image processing or so. So I'm expecting that many of you know things in many cases better than the speaker. At least for me that would be probably the case. So don't feel, well, if you feel bored, then just excuse that, but I hope that this will be a discussion meeting and not so much a school where one speaks and the others take notes. Yeah? Because I think many of you could equally well just give the talks and contribute here. So I'm hoping for fruitful discussions and also that we establish contacts here between all of us to use in the coming months and years. If one of us has a problem, that you can just ask the crowd, how do I align my beam tilt or something, yeah? Or whatever question you have. We patterned this workshop, as also the others, after the EMBO practical workshop series, where we have the lectures in the morning and practicals in the afternoon. The lectures will all take place in this room here, and the program, you have seen it all, and is mixed. So maybe I think Karen should come and explain several things here. Karen organized most of this workshop for us. So welcome, Karen, and thanks a lot for putting this all together. Yeah.
My pleasure. Just a couple of organizational information. Please only use drink mineral water in here. No coffee, no food, but water's allowed. No problem there. We will always have water ready for you at the back. Help yourself. There's also containers to put the empty water bottles. We'd appreciate if you clean up after yourself. That would help us in general. Coffee will always be served. All coffee breaks where you were this morning for the breakfast. Lunch is taken here on the campus. We don't have directions at the moment ready for you, but we will have this ready for the first lunch break. It's a bit of a walk to go there. The vouchers are, it's a self-service restaurant. You have a voucher for food and a separate voucher written in German as well. This is for a drink, a warm drink, which you could have at the cafeteria. It's separated between food part and coffee, cake part. You help yourself, you take what you want. The costs are covered by the voucher and by the group. Then up in the evenings, the buffet will be served upstairs on the 7th floor where we had the registration yesterday evening. I think you've all been there. This will be also that you help yourself. There, we'd also appreciate if you could help clean up, you know, your cups and plates and whatever. And then after, we'll have the scientific sessions. For the getting to and from the workshop, I think all of you found the way more or less today. But if you have any questions, ask anybody with the Cecina on their name badge. Also, any organizational things, please come and we're happy to help you. For a first round, I think this is it. But, yeah, that's true. Windows cannot be opened. The air conditioning is made to work for as many people as we have in the room today. So as soon as the window's open, the whole system breaks down. So in all our interest, keep them closed. Yeah? And then for the official dinner, we were thinking about moving it to the Thursday because quite some of you were saying they're leaving on the Friday after 3 p.m. We've decided to leave it on the Friday. So hopefully all of you can come, but what we'll do is we'll put a list on the wall, and then would appreciate if you sign in so we know how many are coming, but we'd hope as many as possible. Yeah, I think that's it for a first step. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Yes. Internet. You all have in your welcome package a piece of paper where it should be stated how you have internet access the whole week here. Have a look. If it's not in your package, sorry, but then come see me or ask one of your colleagues, because it's for everybody. It's the same login name and password. Yeah? Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. So at this moment, I would also like to thank our sponsors. Bernd Krause is here from Gatan. And we also have presentations from Joel and Zeiss and from Gatan. And FEI is committed to the M&M meeting in Oregon, the microscopy and microanalysis meeting, and they didn't have anybody to come this time, but we will use their microscopes. So we have these 4 sponsors, and I would like to thank these sponsors for making this possible. Zeiss sponsors all the coffees and croissants that you have for breakfast and the coffee breaks. So that's the Zeiss coffee break then that we'll have later. So thanks to these sponsors. So I think we should applaud them for this. So then we will have so we are filming all the lectures. And I think we'll film them anyway, but then delete the tapes if you don't want it. So if any of the speakers doesn't want to be filmed, then we will just delete the video. Otherwise, it will go on the internet in some YouTube-like format or so. What is it? M4P or so. And we will also collect the handouts of the speakers or the slides and put them on a PDF and put that also on the internet, on the web server. And possibly give you a possibility to download it onto your USB keys if you want. So in the afternoon, we have the practicals. We are 30 students. We will separate you all into 2 groups, and I think Mohammed should explain how this will work. Mohammed, would you like to do that? Mohammed managed all these practicals.
Thanks. Hello, everybody. Yeah, we will work on two groups, A and B, and for each group we have three subgroups. Can you show the program? Yeah. For example, for the group A, have A1, A2, and A3. We have a short time for the practical. We cannot make full experiment. We have to show some demos. For example, here it's from 3 to 4 is for group A1, single particle analysis to control quality of samples, and prepare buttons for dialysis. And we will show also our dialysis machine. And in the second time, it's the other practical is biobits for reconstitution for 2D crystallization. And Daniel and Catherine will show us how it works, and also you will have some monolayer experiments. The other thing is to use the cyclodextrin to reconstitute and crystallize membrane proteins. Françoise will make a demo. Daniel will make a demo on Dropbox to measure the detergent concentration of in the samples. If you have any question, don't hesitate to contact me or the people responsible for each activities. It's okay. Yeah, in parallel, the other group is working on image processing, organized by Marcel and Daniel. And if you have question about image processing, just contact Daniel or Marcel.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mohammed. So Group A this afternoon, for example, should go to image processing, and the image processing is first 1.5 hours using the MRC programs, and then 1.5 hours using this 2DX image program. While Group B is doing the biochemistry experiments in 3 stations. Mohammed separated all of you into different groups, A 1 to 3 and B 1 to 3, that are cycling around through the 3 different stations. If you don't like that, and if you want to go to a different group or stay with a buddy or want to stay all the time on the Dropbox the entire week, you are welcome to do that. So this is just a recommendation, but you can move around through different groups. We just tried to give some rough guidelines so that we are not overcrowding one station and the others are empty. Yeah, but you're welcome to not follow this and do whatever you think is interesting for you. Also not do the practicals at all and stay with whoever you're interested in on a cup of coffee all the time, yeah, if you think that's more beneficial for you. So this is a suggestion for the different stations. Okay, that is my introduction. We are far ahead of